Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Eclihpse, and today we will be going over the brand new update coming to Clash Royale. So if you haven't opened up Clash Royale yet today, whenever you open up the game, you'll actually have some clan mail, and when you check the mail, it'll tell you everything that will be coming in this update. But if you head on over to the Clash Royale Twitter, they did actually post a tweet, and in this tweet it says, "In this round of balance changes, we're turning down the Hog Rider and giving alternative offensive options a boost." And in this picture, you see the XBOW and Mortar. Oh, this isn't good. Also, if you were in Clash Royale and you did see the clan mail, it did give you a brief description of everything they are going to be changing, but I'm just going to kind of head on over to this link on the Clash Royale website, and if by any chance you want to view this, I'll have a link to it down in the description below. Also, I haven't read anything on this list yet, so it's kind of going to be like a live reaction. I read like the first 3 bullet points earlier in the morning, and I figured it'd be kind of more interesting if I read it off to you guys live. So the first change is Hog Rider damage decreased by 6%. Now right away, this is kind of annoying me because all of my decks involve the Hog Rider, but I'm gonna go do some math and I'll be back in a second because I honestly don't think 6% is too much of a deal. So I'm gonna be right back in a second, but when I return, I'm gonna have some statistics. I am back and I just did these statistics for a level 7 Hog Rider. So if you have a level 7 Hog Rider, it takes a bit over 9 hits to destroy a level 9 arena tower. So that's like 9 hits in a zap, but keep in mind, most of the time it's going to be less than 9 hits if you have a poison spell, a zap, supporting troops. So for a level 7 Hog Rider in the current state, a bit under 9 hits. But after this update, it's going to take 9.5 hits for the Hog Rider to destroy it. So that's like a Hog Rider hitting it 9 times with a zap and a poison, and that should completely take the tower out. But keep in mind, you will have other spells and supporting troops. So honestly, this 6%, it might be a bit annoying in some cases, but for the most part, it's not going to be too big of a deal. After that, we have Prince damage increased by 9%, and the Prince doesn't really get used too much anymore, and the Prince, honestly, he's a pretty damn good troop. It's just no one really uses him that much, so I might give him a shot after the update. But moving on, P.E.K.K.A damage increased by 8%, so this rate here kind of scares me because if you remember, one of the most popular attack strategies back in the day was P.E.K.K.A Prince. So since the Prince is going to be OP, since the P.E.K.K.A is going to be even more OP, well, this kind of scares me because if the P.E.K.K.A and Prince are both overly overpowered, then this might mean that a return to that strategy will return. Now right here it says the Goblin Barrel will be better because Goblin spawn time decreased from 1.2 seconds to 1 second. So what this means is if you throw a Goblin Barrel at the enemy tower, the Goblins will come out of the barrel faster. Not a lot of people use the Goblin Barrel. This change isn't too big, but the next one, XBOW deploy time decreased to 4 seconds from 5 seconds and 18% more hit points. I actually have a clanmate in my clan who's recently been using the XBOW, and he got all the way up to 3,200 trophies using an XBOW currently. So if they're making the XBOW even more overpowered, I'm honestly afraid to what I'm going to find. And if any of you guys are getting pissed off at the XBOW, just run a giant and you should be set. Literally, you just need a troop to tank and you'll be good, but XBOW is a spooky troop. I hate it. And the same thing goes for the Mortar. Instead of it taking 5 seconds, it's 4 seconds, so not too big of a deal. Next, the Furnace. Oh my god, the Furnace gets a boost. So right now, the Furnace is already a really good card. It's just no one uses it, so the Furnace is going to be even better. I'm actually excited for this one. The next change is coming to the guards, and basically, whenever a guard shield breaks, it kind of gets knocked back a bit. So basically, what this is saying is once their shield breaks, they won't like flinch, they'll just keep on swinging. So that's actually pretty good because the guards are a pretty damn good troop right now. It's just they need a bit more work. Next, we have the Witch has a 17% increase in damage. So I might be using Giant and Witch a lot now because the Giant tanking for the Witch has always been a really good strategy, but since the Witch is even better, I'm definitely gonna have to give this a shot. Next, the Lava Hound gets a 28% damage increase, and I'm actually kind of happy about this because the Lava Hound right now does about like 50 damage per hit. So basically, you don't have to worry about a Lava Hound until he necessarily pops. So this is going to make the Lava Hound a bit more scarier if you're on defense. And then after that, we have something from Skeletons. And oh, what? Basically, I'm sure you all know about the 1 elixir skeleton. So instead of them spawning 4 skeletons, it only spawns 3. And I guess this is somewhat good, but damn, that sucks because the 1 elixir skeletons were the bomb. Oh my god, and they're nerfing the cannon again. I love the cannon so much, and they're decreasing its hit points by 8% again. So it looks like after this update, I might not be running the cannon a lot anymore. I'm trying to think if the cannon will be good after the update or not, because most of the time I use the cannon to take out the hog rider, but since the hog does less damage too, that kind of contradicts each other. But my biggest fear is using a cannon on the royal giant, because if the cannon doesn't have a lot of health, it might not be worth using. And then kind of heading over to the next point, I might be switching to the Tesla, because the Tesla actually got an 8% HP increase. So basically the cannon gets 8% health take off and the Tesla gets 8% added to it. Basically no one uses the Tesla, so I might be giving that a shot in this update as well. Now for anyone curious, my overall thoughts on this update, I'm not actually too upset with it. One thing I wish they would have added though is kind of like a change to the royal giant. I think they should adjust the time between his shots just a little bit and nerf him a tiny bit. I'm not saying make him complete garbage, but if they just do a little tweaking to him, I think the game would be very, very balanced. But honestly, let me know what you guys think about this whole update down in the comment section below, because as I was saying, I really do kind of like this update, and I do want to get back to using like the witch. I wouldn't mind trying the X-Bow and being the scumbag. I think the furnace and guards might be fun to use. So honestly, I like how they're adding a bit more diversity to this game. But guys, this is everything I do have to say for today's video. Again, please leave me your feedback down in the comment section below. Literally, let me know what you guys think about this. It can be a simple reply. You can write good, bad, ass, I don't care. Just let me know your opinions on this update coming. And if you guys thought this video was helpful, informational, crappy, I don't care. Just give the video a like below. Any like does really help my channel. I know every YouTuber says that, but like the video. And again, for like the second time, this is everything I do have to say for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out.